Welcome back to the Stoic Way. Today, we're uncovering something really special. 10 Stoic reverse psychology rules to turn rejection into power. Sounds counterintuitive, right? Using rejection as a weapon, but these Stoic rules will show you how each no can be transformed into an opportunity, a lesson, and even your greatest strength. We all face rejection at work, in relationships, even in our personal goals. But with these Stoic techniques, you'll be able to reframe and reverse your thinking. If you're ready to turn setbacks into stepping stones and make rejection your ally, stick around till the end. Let's dive in. Alright, rule number 1. Detach yourself from the outcome. Stoicism teaches that we should focus on what's within our control and let go of the rest. Have you ever asked someone out or applied for a dream job only to get rejected? It stings, right? But detachment lets you see that rejection is just one moment, not a measure of your worth. By focusing on the experience instead of the result, you learn, adapt, and most importantly, keep going. Here is an example for you. Think about athletes. For every win, there are countless losses they've already shrugged off. By focusing on progress, not just wins, they keep climbing. That's detachment in action. Rule number 2. Flip the script on self-doubt. Rejection can bring out our inner critic, that little voice saying, "Maybe I'm not good enough." Instead of listening to that critic, use reverse psychology on yourself. Every no can actually be a chance to say, "They haven't seen my full potential yet." This small reframe lets you use doubt as motivation instead of letting it hold you back. That's detachment in action. Example, think of Thomas Edison. After countless failed attempts to create the light bulb, he didn't see them as failures. He saw each as one step closer to the solution. Now that's how you flip self-doubt into determination. Rule number 3. Embrace. The obstacle is the way. Stoic wisdom teaches that obstacles are actually part of the path. Think about a time when you faced rejection that led to something even better. That job you didn't get, it freed you up for an even better opportunity. The obstacle is often the guide pointing you in the right direction. Suppose Steve Jobs being fired from Apple led him to start Pixar. That obstacle turned out to be one of the best things that happened to him. Rejections like these help us reroute, build character, and strengthen our resolve. Rule number 4. Challenge your ego. Rejection bruises the ego, but Stoicism reminds us it's rarely personal. Ego often turns rejection into a crisis, but if you think about it, rejection is just an outcome, not an insult. By seeing rejection objectively, you shift from, "They didn't want me," to "I learned something." Example, authors like J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection, but by putting ego aside, she kept refining her work until she found success. Embracing humility, she turned those no's into one of the biggest yeses of all time. Rule number 5. See rejection as feedback, not failure. Rejection is often a goldmine of insights. Every rejection provides clues on what worked, what didn't, and where you can improve. Shift from thinking, "I failed," to "I learned." Example, think of Walt Disney, who was once told he lacked imagination. He took that criticism and doubled down on his vision, eventually creating Disney. When rejection is seen as feedback, it becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Rule number 6. Practice amore fati. Love your fate. Stoics believed in embracing every outcome, good or bad, as part of your path. Instead of resenting rejection, embrace it. This isn't about being passive. It's about seeing rejection as a gift, part of the journey that's meant to shape you. Imagine that Oprah was fired from her first TV job and later said it was one of the best things that ever happened to her because it pushed her toward her true calling. By accepting each step of her journey, she ended up where she was meant to be. Rule number 7. Rejection builds strength. Every no you hear is like mental weightlifting. It builds resilience. You don't get stronger by avoiding the tough stuff. You get stronger by facing it head on. Each rejection makes you better equipped for what's next. As an example, think of any entrepreneur or athlete. They face failure constantly, but it's that repetition that makes them tough and adaptable. Each no is just another rep toward greatness. Rule number 8. Focus on your inner circle. Stoics remind us that the opinions of those closest to us matter most. External rejection shouldn't shake us if we have a strong inner circle. Seek out people who support you and help you grow, regardless of outside opinions. For an instance, take any successful person you admire. Their focus on a strong, supportive inner circle often plays a key role in their resilience. Real support outshines any temporary setback. Rule number 9. Live in accord with nature. Stoics teach us that rejection is part of life's cycle. We're meant to face it, learn from it, and grow. Seasons of rejection often give way to seasons of success. Instead of fighting it, embrace the process. Just think of the seasons. Nature doesn't resist winter, it prepares for spring. When you face rejection, see it as a season that will eventually pass, bringing new growth. Rule number 10, persevere, don't panic. Rejection doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It's simply part of the journey. Stoics tell us to stay calm, stay focused, and keep going. Patience is the key here, with enough perseverance that yes you're looking for is always closer than you think. Just think of any successful creator, entrepreneur, or leader. They faced countless no's before their breakthrough. They didn't panic, they persevered. And there you have it, 10 Stoic reverse psychology rules to turn rejection into power. Let us know in the comments which rule resonated the most with you. And if you're ready to transform rejection into resilience, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more powerful insights. Remember, every no you face brings you closer to a bigger yes. Keep going, stay strong, and let Stoicism guide you through. Thanks for watching.